Bold Antonio, who is the anti-Billy, is confidently saying he has a stat of the day. We will test him in a moment. We've also got top 20 reasons. This list is made for Stugat. It's a fact, and then just it says why it's so amazing.
I love it.
It's a fact. Like, the fact's not enough. The fact should be enough, but then right afterward, here's why you should be impressed by it. So we got 20 of those.
It's 20 of them, and I feel like I could zip through this article in about 60 seconds.
That's right.
Yes.
And it's perfect for the toilet consumption of ADD. I need to have 7 devices in my hands, and my legs are falling asleep because I need a bombardment of stimulation, even though it's messing with my sleep and my mental health because I have an addiction. This is very quickly that supply.
Day, it is the start of the day. Start of the day, start of the day. It is the start of the day. Start of the day, start of the day. It is the start of the day. Start of the day, start of the day. It is the start of the day.
What do you got, Antonio?
Boys football is back.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's a great stat. You like that?
Oh, that's good.
Is that it?
Awesome.
I know, that's enough. That's enough.
there.
Hold on. We'll get back to whatever it is you've got next. That's enough for now. Very efficient. We'll come back to that because I got 20 important baseball facts I got to get to. We'll come back to you. Football is back is sufficient enough. A wild success from you.
I hope he has a second stat.
It doesn't even matter. That one's good enough.
That's the best one.
He will not top that one. You got
you're
two
not
more.
going to top
no,
You're
no,
not
no,
going to
no,
be
no.
able to
You
top
don't
the
have
one
to.
you just had. So according to ESPN.com, number 20, baseball home run facts. 2019 is on pace to smash the all-time home run record of 6,105. Why it's amazing. It's going to be more than any team has ever hit. Any sport has ever had in the season. Number 19, there have been 131 home runs of at least 450 feet this season. There were just 82 of those all of the past seasons.
Can you skip to the top 10? Just realize it's baseball, and I'm like,
Number 18, we've had more 5-homer games by a team this season than in any full season before this. Number 17, there have been 1,000-plus home runs in every full month of the season so far. Why that's amazing. Major League Baseball has rewritten the record book for homers every month so far this season, and every time we thought there was no way this home run pace could keep up, it does. Number 16, are you sure you want me to go to top 10? There have already been more home runs this year than in the entire 2014 season and the 2011 season.
bring it back.
That's pretty good.
This isn't good.
It's not a good list?
No. The list is fine. I'm just saying it's not good for the sport.
Well, that one's interesting because I always thought that home runs are always good for the sport. I think it's all the other stuff that's not good for the sport, that that everyone's just going for.
Yeah, they're just going for that.
Well, the problem is everyone's hitting home runs. Mitch Garvin, I told you yesterday, has more home runs than Bryce Harper. It's absurd.
Mitch Garver.
Number 13, because I'm skipping here. 3 players had 30-plus home runs at the All-Star break. Why it's so amazing. Although Christian Yelich, Pete Alonso, and Cody Bellinger have all slowed a bit in the second half, they still have legitimate shots to reach the 50-homer mark this season, as does Mike Trout. No matter where they finished the season, the trio of Yelich, Alonso, and Bellinger became the first since 1998 to each hit 30 bombs by the break. Number 12, there have already been 16 3-homer games so far in 2019. Why that's amazing. The mark of most 3-homer games in one season, 22 in 2001, is well within reach. Just last week, Cruz went deep 3 times in a game for the second time in a 9-day span. Come on.
It's ridiculous.
Come on. There were 4 consecutive days when a player hit 3 home runs from July 23rd to July 26th. Robinson Cano, Paul DeJong, Nelson Cruz, Mookie Betts. The 4-day span was the most consecutive days with a 3-homer game by a player in Major League history.
We finally arrived at 10.
Whose balls are juiced?
Number 10, so far this season, 207 players have hit at least 10 home runs.
Whose balls are juiced?
Number 9, the Orioles are yielding 3.15 home runs per game when they face the Yankees.
Whose balls are juiced?
The special, this is number 8, the Orioles have already allowed 223 home runs this year.
Whose balls are juiced?
The Orioles are so bad. Number 7, when the Twins hosted the Yankees last month, the teams combined to hit 20 home runs in the series, and the balls traveled a total of 7,875 feet.
Whose balls are juiced?
Funny.
The Twins are the first team in Major League history to hit 50 home runs in 3 calendar months within a season.
Whose balls are juiced?
They can mash.
The Twins are 5 home runs away from setting their franchise record with 50 games left to play.
Whose balls are
They're
juiced?
getting more amazing.
Mashing it.
The Yankees hit a home run in 91 games through July 31st.
Whose balls are juiced?
The Mariners hit or allowed a home run in 107 straight games.
Whose balls are juiced?
There are 14 teams on. You're basically guaranteed to see home run if you go to a Mariners game. There are 14 teams on pace to break their single season home run marks.
Whose balls are juiced?
And finally, the Minnesota Twins are on pace to break baseball's single season home run record of 267.
Whose balls are juiced?
Seems like the Twins. I mean,